Today I'm going to make you guys a butternut squash Thai green curry and you're going to love it. What's the secret to a good Thai green curry? It's the curry paste. So we're going to do this with some fresh chilies, some coriander, some ginger, some garlic, some lemongrass and shallots, and we're going to blend all those things together and we're going to make this beautiful pungent Thai green curry paste, and that's going to be the base for our curry. First we're going to deseed and chop 3 green chilies. Now add 4 cloves of fresh garlic. Now just peel it and bash it. Cut yourself a 1-inch piece of ginger and just roughly chop it. Now get yourself a couple of lemongrass stalks, just peel out the edges, trim them and chop them up nice and small. You can get lemongrass from a lot of supermarkets these days, but many Chinese supermarkets also stock it. 2 to 3 shallots, peeled and roughly sliced. Now get a good handful of fresh coriander and give it a good chop. Now add some basil leaves and chop those up too. Now you can get lime leaves in just about any Asian supermarket, particularly the Chinese supermarkets, and they come in a packet. I get mine frozen, so they come from the freezer section in the supermarket, and you get a big pack like this. So you get this huge pack of lime leaves. They just keep them in the freezer, they last ages, and you're only using a few at a time. I'm using 5 for this paste. I'll use a few more in the actual dish itself, but there's 5 lime leaves, and the smell is it's amazing. So make sure you get hold of those. You can get wherever you get the lemongrass, in the Chinese supermarkets, Asian supermarkets, you can get these too. Roughly slice up your lime leaves. Now let's add some spices. We've got about a teaspoon of ground turmeric, a good 2 tablespoons of coriander seeds, and 2 teaspoons of cumin seeds. Finally, a teaspoon of salt. Now put all this into a blender, pour in 75 milliliters of vegetable oil and blitz until you get a smooth paste. Now to make the curry. Dice half a large butternut squash. Cut up 3 more shallots. Now roughly cut 150 grams of woodland mushrooms. Heat a couple of tablespoons of oil in a wok. Once the oil is hot, add your butternut squash. Cook for a couple of minutes on a medium-high heat, stirring often. Once the squash has been cooking for a couple of minutes, place a lid on and cook for another 5 minutes. Now add your shallots, the woodland mushrooms, and about 150 grams of baby corn cut in half. Cook this for about 8 minutes on a medium to high heat. Now it's time to pour in the curry paste you made earlier. Cook the curry paste for a few minutes to really bring out the flavour. Give it about 4 or 5 minutes on a high heat, and that'll cook through the garlic, the shallots, the ginger, and all those things that we've put into the spice blend, into our paste. You just want to coat all the vegetables and cook it through and make sure that's all activated before we go any further. When it's ready, pour in 1 can of coconut cream. Now pour in 200 millilitres of veg stock. Add a couple more of the lime leaves, just slice them a little bit. 2 tablespoons of vegan Thai fish sauce. You can buy vegan Thai fish sauce online. Trust me, you want that, it really makes the authentic flavour. Now add 2 tablespoons of maple syrup. Throw in another handful of chopped coriander leaves and the same with basil leaves. Now if you want more kick, add a little bit of sriracha sauce. Stir in, simmer for 15 minutes and just let this thing cook through.